Hello everyone, very good evening. I hope I'm audible loud and clear. Hello everyone, I hope I'm audible loud and clear. I hope you're able to see my screen. Am I correct, everyone? Thank you, Om. What about other folks? Abila, Ankita, Arvind. I can see some iPhone as well. Kavinda, Kishore, Mukil, Om, Pranav, Rajesh, Shubh, Sumant. There is a Vivo as well. Awesome. Okay, so thank you so much, folks, for joining this Learnomate, the demo for the AWS. So I'll give you some information about AWS, then cloud, everything with lots of question, interaction. Okay, so before I start the session about the what exactly the AWS or what exactly the cloud, why we required it, you must have a lot of question. But before that, let me give my small introduction and then we'll start. So again, folks, thank you for joining the sessions. Okay, so my name is Amir. So my name is Amir. So basically, I born and brought up in Nashik, and you can say currently I'm earning in Pune, and now I'm pure Punekar, right? By Aadhaar card, by a heart as well, right? I'm having more than 16 plus years of experience in the industry. So basically, when I start my journey, I was a completely cybersecurity guy, right? Where we dealing with the okay, writing some code for the malware, right? Then preventing the malware, DOS attack, and ransomware, a lot of things. So my first journey is with the Quick Hill, okay, my first organization, where I start about the training part because I'm the first technical trainer for the Quick Heal. I'm the first one who start the technical training in the Quick Heal as well, and I travel across the country. Some overseas, I travel across the India, travel some overseas countries, and I train the I train the my customer, my partner specifically on the enterprise segments. And I feel after serving more than 6 7 years, okay, I also required a change. So again, the queue come to my life again, but this time the queue was bigger. So I joined Collis, which is known for the vulnerability manager application, policy compliances, and a lot of things. So there I got introduction about the cloud exactly, more than 8 9 years back. So we are the organization who provide a security to the cloud. For example, virtual machine, networking, containers, okay, etc., etc. So there actually I start my journey with the AWS. So I'm the SME for the most of the AWS, Azure, GCP, Oracle, and in China, Alibaba. Right. So I handle a lot of mini client. Okay. And I also started the certification as well. So currently I have a seven certification. Yesterday I given the beta exam which I clear. So currently I have a seven AWS certification, two for the Azure. I also completed the GCP 2 certification, that is an architecture, and other like Cisco, Microsoft, Red Hat, and there is also non-technical, that is ITL. So I complete those different certification which help me to boost my knowledge about the different technology. And while learning, okay, I also feel the training part is also missing because while enjoying my training journey, I feel that this training is not my job, it's my passion now. And if the passion become the profession, then it's a beautiful combination. So I also started my freelancing training journey. So I'm doing a training on AWS, Azure, GCP more than now 6 years, and I train on more than 2,000 plus folks, and I already completed more than 100 or 150 plus batches for the AWS, Azure, GCP, and different things. So currently, my job role is to okay, manage the different clouds like an AWS, Azure, and GCP. Okay, where I'll provide the support, management, consultants. So basically, all the architect job, that is design, manage, and planning. And while learning with AWS, I also found this AWS user group Pune. So AWS also create in entire world. AWS has the user groups. So fortunately, I got a chance to manage and lead the AWS user group for Pune. So the motto behind this user group is to first is networking, because every month we have a meetup and we train the people on the different technologies. So it's a session basically, and there are different type of speaker comes to us, and we give the chance to explore some AWS or Azure or GCP services. So I'm managing the AWS user group Pune from last more than 2 3 4 years, and also I'm the speaker as well. So I travel a lot of cities. Okay, you can see. Okay, so this year I also travel Kolkata, Jaipur, even though I also travel the Kochi, okay, and many cities where I talk about on a different topic of the cloud, more specifically on AWS. I'm also a part of a couple of institutions where I am the part of BOSS. BOSS, it means Board of Studies, where every quarter we have some meeting. We give the suggestion to the professors about the syllabus of the AWS, Azure, GCP, and we also help them to you can say revamp the syllabus. So that's the part of Board of Studies. And okay, also whenever I have a time, right? Because you also require a time as well, your own time. So by passion also, I'm also a biker. So whenever I have a time, right, I'll start my bike and you will find me somewhere in the nature, because I feel that this nature is nothing but a meditation for me. You also require your healing time, and that I'll get it from my no my biking passion. And if you want, you can also connect me over the LinkedIn, where I post a lot of things about the AWS, Azure, GCP, and everything. So you can, if you want, you can also connect me over the LinkedIn. So that's about myself. Okay. So everyone, today we came here, right? So you join here to understand about the AWS. But before I explain what exactly AWS, okay, I just want to ask you one question for everyone. What do you think? What is the cloud for you? So any one-liner answer. Any one-liner answer. What do you think? What is a cloud for you? Oh, Walter is also joined. Hey, Walter.
The cloud means they will provide the services which you required initially and
Oh,
put all the services in one place.
Okay, very good. What about other folks? So, Walter, you are the part of my current batches. So, I'm expecting an answer for you. How are you, Walter?
I'm fine, thank you.
Awesome.
I just, I had a very good class, so it's a good AWS class. That's just to say, I was just being curious here to see what is
No,
going
no,
through.
you should join. We have a session after 1 hour. So, be here only.
Yeah, I understand. I saw your,
Yes.
thanks.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Walter. Yes, other I can see say cloud refer to cloud computing, which is the delivery for computing service over the internet instead of using local server or personal computer. Very good. So what do you think? What is a cloud for you in one liner? What do you think, folks? Any one liner, anything, no matter whether it is technical, non-technical, anything. What do you think? What is a cloud for you? Anything. Come on. I guess we have 43. That's a very good number. Come on, people. I'm waiting for your answer. What do you think? What is a cloud for you? Virtual instance, Kiran say. Okay, very good. Okay. Any one liner, folks? Come on. Don't worry. Okay. So whatever you thought about the cloud, whether it is storage, database, anything, what do you think?
A virtual infrastructure for maintaining all IT services.
Okay, very good, Dilip. I also got a reply from Azmat. Okay, if you give me a computer, that means it's a cloud. Okay, very good. Sheikh said that like in server, storage, software, or the internet, pay as you go basis. Very good. Mukil also said that provide platform to develop, run, manage application without managing infrastructure. Very good. So Mukul say that just access the virtual system through internet like in server storage. Okay, very good. I got a very good answer. So if you ask me the same question that Amir, what do you think? What is a cloud for you? Then my one-liner answer is anything which you can access over the intranet or internet is nothing but a cloud for me. Right? So it means, for an example, let's say for an example, I create some website and I deploy it on my laptop. Right? So all the website content and everything is on my laptop. So you access the website, let's say mysongs.com, and you download some songs from my website. It means for you it is a cloud, but for me it is an infrastructure. Right? So then what is the difference between these kind of clouds? So now let me again ask you the simple question. Let's say this is Ola and Uber, and now here you can say this is your personal car. Okay, in the left side you can see there is an Ola and Uber, and the
Hello,
right.
sir.
Yes, Sushmita.
Hello.
Yes, Sushmita, you're audible. Go ahead.
Yeah, your voice is not clear, sir.
Other folks, am I audible to you?
Yeah.
Other member, is it in any issue? Is there any issue in my voice?
No
Yeah,
issue.
good.
We can
No,
hear.
you're
No, it's
audible.
fine for
Sushmita, can you just check your internet connection? Because I have almost 200 Mbps connection.
Yes, sir. Your voice is now clear.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Thank you, Sushmita. So
Thank
now,
you, sir.
thank you. So now, folks, here in the left side, you can see there is an Ola and Uber. On the right side, you can see there is a personal car. Now, what do you think? What benefits you will get if you are using the Ola and Uber instead of your personal car? What do you think, folks? What benefit you will get in case if you are using Ola and Uber instead of your personal car? For example, let's say if you book the Ola and Uber, so you don't need to drive the car. That's the benefit for me. What do you think? What else benefits you will get?
Whatever the maintenance, everything will be there. That has to be managed by me for my personal car.
Sorry, Amjad, your voice is not clear for me. Can you repeat for me, please?
Yes, the maintenance part, whatever the
Exactly.
issues, yeah, is happening, right? I'm the one who is responsible, who has to be handle everything by itself.
Exactly. You are absolutely correct, Amjad. So what happened exactly? So there are two type of maintenance. One, right? One maintenance is your yearly maintenance, and second one is your, let's say, running maintenance. So for scheduled maintenance, obviously you need to book the car. But let's say for running maintenance, let's say you are going somewhere with your Ola and Uber and your tire got punctured. Obviously, you are not the responsible to fix that puncture and pay it. That's the Ola and Uber responsibility. But in terms of our own car, obviously it's our own responsibility. So you're right, Amjad. What else, folks? What do you think? Come on. What else, folks? Come on. I'm waiting for your answer. If you want, you can unmute yourself and you can speak.
It is cost effective if I go with either Ola or Uber.
Okay. Any other thing? Why
Sorry,
it is
what was
cost
the question?
effective?
Sorry, I missed the question. Sorry.
Yeah. So my question is that what benefit you will get Okay, if you are using Ola and Uber instead of your personal car? That's my question. So
Means
first,
something is happened, whatever means as per the maintenance cost, whatever the tire change and something
that is maintenance is taken care by the Ola and Uber,
as
everything.
well as I'll get the driver apart from that,
Exactly.
he's the one who's going to drive the vehicle. I will just sit on my seat, then notice to start on my seat, everything he will take care of.
Okay, correct.
There is no investment
Fuel
at the
charges,
initial stage.
fuel charges.
Exactly. Who said this?
Sir,
Sushmita.
and
Okay.
freedom and flexibility.
So you're absolutely correct that this Ola and Uber, what exactly it is? It is a pay as you go services. So when I say pay as you go services, it means whatever you whatever you consume, you just need to pay accordingly. When I say whatever you consume, it means let's say you travel only for the 10 kilometer, then you need to pay only 10-kilometer charges. And when you say in our personal car, obviously first we need to have a very high investment and then we can utilize it. And so Shmita also said this is a flexibility. Now, when I say flexibility, it means what benefit I'll get that. For example, today I'm traveling by let's say I'm single person, I'm traveling. So I can book the micro car or mini car because my need is very small and I'm just one person, right? So I can book the mini car, so it's a cost effective. But in case if I'm traveling with more than 4 or 5 members, obviously we need to book some SUV or some MUV cars. So Ola and Uber has an option that whenever we want, we can upgrade it, right? So I can, book the car, go and enjoy my ride with my friends and family with 4 or 5 members or more than that. And again, day after tomorrow, let's say I want to travel again alone, I can again degrade the car. But in case of our personal car, it is very, very higher cost. Another benefit is that obviously security, parking is also an Ola and Uber responsibility. Because we also, if I have our own car, we always try to find the safest parking, which is the you know some which prevent for the theft, some damages we always look for. But in case of Ola Uber, we don't require it. So till now we understand that if you are using Ola and Uber, then obviously you will get a driver. There is a no maintenance. It's a completely pay as you go services. Whenever you want, you can upgrade it, and whenever you want, you can degrade it as well. Then another point is that you don't need to worry about any security or any, you don't need to purchase any parking space. Now you might wondering that why am I you are praising the Ola and Uber in middle of cloud session? Because the reason is that you can just think this Ola and Uber is nothing but your cloud. That's one of them is AWS, and your personal car is nothing but your on-premises environment. Now, first thing is that we don't need any space, cooling system, any electricity to run the Amazon. Only laptop with the internet connection is fine to access your entire the data center workloads and everything. And it's a completely pay as you go services. Whatever you use, you just need to pay accordingly. That's it. But in case of the on-premises, you need to purchase as well. And even though, right, here, okay, we don't need to worry about any cost because it's a pay-as-you-go services. We don't need to worry about any security. We don't need to worry about any maintenance cost if you are using Amazon because it's their responsibility. Understood the difference between the cloud and your on-premises? That's the reason most of the organization they already moved to the cloud, and the remaining they are planning to move to the cloud. So no matter whether you are from QA background, developer background, database background, you need to understand at least one cloud, whether it is Amazon, whether it is Azure, whether it is GCP. One cloud is very mandatory. And once you understand the one cloud, it is also very easy to understand the other cloud as well because the concept is same, only you need to deal with the UI. And why the Amazon is more familiar or popular? Because Amazon, this AWS is the first organization who introduced such a service into the market. And the second thing is that the Amazon, they directly born into the cloud. The other product like an Azure OCI, they adopt the technology of the cloud, right? And GCP, obviously they are the latecomer in the market. So currently, if you talk about the market share in the organization, the leading one is the AWS, the second one is Azure, and third one is the GCP at the moment. Make sense, folks? Everyone? Is it make sense, everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Any question? No question? You can just give me a thumbs up or anything. Awesome. So when we talk about this cloud, so we understand this cloud computing, it means that's the on-demand delivery, right? When I say on-demand delivery, but what exactly? Your compute, right? So I just asked the first question, what do you think about the cloud? So most of the people say that it's in compute, storage, right? So this is the on-demand delivery for your compute, your database, your storage application, or any other IT resources, and that you can access via internet and using pay-as-you-go pricing. And obviously, these resources run on a server computer, which is located in a large data center in a different location around the world. So when I say this, the AWS, it means the service provider, they have their own computers that they are using. And these resources can be used together like a building blocks to build a solution that help to meet a business goal, and they also satisfy the technology requirement. So that's the reason I'll say that this cloud computing, what exactly it is, it enable you to stop thinking of your infrastructure as a hardware, and instead of think of it's a software. But what exactly it is? So just now I explained the same thing, right? So in traditional computer, now what exactly it is? It is your own car. Now in the traditional computing model, obviously, okay, the here you can see this is a this all infrastructure. It means a hardware solution. And just now we discussed about we required a staff, okay, the physical security, planning, capital expenditure, and obviously it also have a long hardware procurement. So now, folks, okay, I remember one use case or story. So I hope everyone aware about the Flipkart Big Billion Day, right? I hope everyone know it. What exactly the Flipkart Big Billion Day? I must say, I mean to say, you must buy something from the Big Billion Day this time, iPhone or something. Anyone? Right? But do you remember the first Big Billion Day? Do you remember first Flipkart Big Billion Day? What happened in that?
System was crashed. Site was crashed.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. Exactly. The site is crash, right? So site is crash within a 2 minute. Now this Big Billion Day, what exactly it is? It is the, I can say, it's a copy of Black Friday, right? Which is happening in US. So this concept is new for most of the folks. And now what happened? Their entire year, okay, the Flipkart, the entire year, their website is working fine. There is no issue. And entire website is on heavily depend on their on-premises infrastructure. And there is no issue with that. So they decide that, okay, what we can do is we can go ahead with the Big Billion Day. Now, what happened exactly at 12 night in midnight, everyone is trying to access the Flipkart. And because their on-premises environment is not that much capable to handle the requests. And what happened exactly? The result is crash, service crash, right?
Sir, what is this
Yes, sir.
on-premise?
So on-premises data center where you have your server, your racks, your network equipment, firewalls, everything is deployed. You heard about data center, right,
Yes,
Amit?
yes.
Yeah, that's the same. So
So
that's
it's a
we call it
physical structure, right?
exactly
Physical. Okay.
physical infrastructure.
Okay. Thank you.
So as I said that on their on-premises environment, okay, physical environment, they have everything, but their on-premises server where they deploy their website, they are not that much compatible to handle the request. And now what happened? Result is server is crash. So they decided that okay, the Flipkart team said that okay, we got a very good response from the customer, but unfortunately our server is not that much compatible. So someone say that okay, what we can do, we can purchase same additional hardware on-premises infrastructure again. But the problem is that if they purchase a same additional infrastructure, then what happen? They cannot prove their ROI, that is return on investment. Now, why they cannot prove the ROI? Because their on-premises infrastructure is enough capable to handle the request between the normal days. They only require additional compute capacity only whenever they have a big billion day. So it means in entire year, let's say I run this big billion day for 4 or 5 days, then my new hardware utilization is just a 5 or 10%. So for the 5 or 10% utilization, it is not possible for me to invest a very huge amount in these hardware. So what exactly the solution? So the solution come to the place that is cloud computing model. So when I say cloud computing model, what exactly it is? Okay, it is a flexible. You can treat it as a software. So the Flipkart team, what they have done, so they go to the AWS, right? A virtual machine called EC2, Elastic Compute Cloud. So on that Elastic Compute Cloud, they deploy their website, they deploy their payment gateway, they configure the load balancer, they also deploy the database for to manage their website. And now, and the next time, they successfully host a big billion day. Now, no matter what the load come on their end, right? This website is working fine. Why? Because 70-80% load is managed by the AWS instance and 20 or 30% is managed by their on-premises infrastructure. And in case if the load is more than 200x or 300x, so still we don't need to worry because the AWS can upgrade their self whenever they require it, then there is no traffic, they can also degrade their self as well. And here the main thing is that pay as you go services. It means they just need to pay for the hourly charges or the monthly charges, that's it. And once the big billion day is over, what will happen? They can again okay delete everything because they are the temporarily disposable resources. So they whenever they want they can terminate and they will get a bill at the end of the month whatever they are consumed. So instead of investing a very high amount of on the hardware, what we can do, we can go with the cloud. So that's the reason I'll always say that this cloud, it means what? CapEx turn into the OpEx. What exactly it means? I don't need to invest any hardware on this capital. That's the main benefit of this cloud. Understood, folks? Because to start, I haven't explained anything about AWS. This is a common for entire cloud. I'm not saying this benefit is only for the AWS. No, you will get the same benefit on the AWS, Azure, and GCP as well. I hope I'm clear that why people are using the cloud nowadays. Same thing. The another example is the IPL match or any matches, right? So you watch the Hotstar. So whenever you use a Hotstar, it means you are connected to the AWS. Their entire infrastructure is on the AWS. So whenever, okay, let's say their IPL starts. So let's say for an example at 8 p.m. right now, 10 lakh people or let's say 20 lakh people are currently watching the Hotstar. But whenever there is a match, cricket match, what will happen? The number is increased 100x. So obviously, whether the Hotstar have these infrastructure to support the live streaming? So obviously no. So in that case, they take a help from these resources on the cloud, right? And you can see there is 10 crore people are also watching the match without any issue. Why? Because of these kind of clouds. Make sense, folks? Everyone, what I'm trying to say is here. I hope I'm clear why. So
Yes.
before you start learning, I hope you got the answer why we use a cloud.
Sir, I have doubt. As I understood, the thing is that we are keeping our data on others' premises, like on their system. So, but what about the security? How can we be sure that about the security of our data?
See, there are different parameters because as you say that we store the data on their data center, right? And the main thing is that as a customer, we never or we can't visit any of the data center. Neither these kind of service provider like AWS, Azure or GCP, they never disclose the identity or address of their data center. So how can I trust? Because let's say I'm working on some XYZ organization. I have a very strong compliances. Let's say I'm following some GDPR compliances. Let's say I'm follow some HIPAA compliances or PCI compliances. How can I trust? So in AWS or even though other provider, they always have a party audit every time, and you will find their result on their website so that you can trust them. So it is always the result is always out, and you can see what kind of security they provide. So AWS never replicate the data from to any region to any region. You have an option, but they by default they cannot. So you can see their compliance reported, or even though they can also see, you can also visit the website of the data center and you can check all the compliances. So AWS is compliant with all the compliance solution like an ISO, CISO, HIPAA, PCI. You take a name, AWS already compliant. I hope you got the answer.
Yes, yes, sir. Got it.
May I know your good name because you just mentioned a Samsung? Sorry, may I know your good name?
Sorry,
May I know your good name because you just mentioned
Swapnil. Swapnil
Swapnil.
Vaidya.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Swapnil. Yeah. Any other question, folks? Can I go ahead?
Yes, sir.
So now, folks, here, now, if you want to start your career in AWS, now let me start with AWS first. Now, let's say the career I'm completely new, or let's say I'm alien, AWS is alien for me. Then how to start, when to start, what is a career path? So now let me explain that career path, and also let me explain certification as well. So now AWS has, sorry, my bad. So now you can see AWS has total 4 type of certifications. One is the foundational, second one is associate, third one is a professional one, right? And the last one is a specialty. Now, let's say for me, the cloud is completely new and AWS is alien for me. Then you can start your career with cloud practitioner. Now, what exactly the cloud practitioner? So the cloud practitioner is what exactly it is. It is a basic understanding about the AWS, about their infra, and you will also get a basic information about the cloud and AWS core services, so that you can aware about that, okay, why we are exactly using cloud, what is the benefits, right? So let's say you are from the sales background and you don't want to learn the technical thing, but you want to understand how service are worked, then this certification for you. If you are completely fresher, right, you want to start the career, then this certification for you. Or let's say if I from the project manager, right, where I just want to understand the feature, benefit and advantage, then this certification for you. And AWS also recently, okay, start the AI practitioner foundation. So now when I say AI practitioner, now as you know that we are in the era of AI. Everywhere you can see there is a new LLM model or new foundation model is there, right? So obviously we also need to learn the slowly AI as well, because I can't say that no the this AI is future, rather I say it's a currently going on, right? The future is something else. So if you want to learn this AI solutions in AWS, so again, this is a practitioner level certification where you'll understand about what exactly the foundation model, what is an LLM, right? What exactly the prompt engineering as well, which you can use it for your chat GPT, your perplexity, or Amazon Bedrock, or many tools. So once you understand these tools, then you will understand, okay, all the basic information about the AI. So that's the first two certification about the foundational. So the famous certification, or I can say backbone of entire okay certification, is AWS Solution Architect Associate. Now, why this famous, or why we need to do that? Now, this solution architect, what exactly it means? It is design, manage, and planning. But for what? Obviously, about your AWS. When we talk about this design, manage, and planning, it means about the core services. Let's say if the AWS is alien for you, you have some experience, you can directly start with the solution architect associate, where you will understand about okay different services, all corner of the AWS, like the authentication, authorization, storage, then virtualization, compute, scaling part, serverless, container part, automation. So we'll understand everything in the solution architect. So that's the reason, okay, if you go to the any edtech company like Learnomate or any other thing, they always promote these solution architect associate. Why? Because reason is that it's on first path. So once you understand this, it is very easy for you to understand the other services in a AWS. So in Learnomate as well, okay, we also start, okay, I mean to say, whenever we start in AWS, we always start with the solution architect associate. But let's say if you want to join AWS Solution Architect Associate and the AWS is completely alien for you, so don't worry, we'll start everything from the scratch. Right? So once you complete this program with us, then you are applicable with the Solution Architect Associate as well. And even though you can also go for the cloud practitioner as well. So these two certification that you can target. And there are some other certification like machine learning associate. Again, here you'll also understand about GenAI, agentic AI, and machine learning as well. Right? These are the different services that you learn. Same thing, data engineering, which is also one of the new certification. If you are from the data analytics database background, definitely you must go with the certification as well. And there is also cloud ops. Earlier, the cloud ops name is a SysOps, and now they say that's cloud ops. So there are some changes. So this cloud ops basically is system operational, where you will understand about how you can troubleshoot issue, how exactly you can administer the AWS, or even though you will also understand about the automation part as well, repeatability, right? So that how exactly you can do it, you will understand in this cloud ops engineer.
So is this the DevOps part?
No,
Cloud Ops?
no, it's only operation, not a developer.
Okay.
Then here also, okay, the next part is also the developer associate. Now, when I say developer associate, it doesn't mean that you need to write some code. No. How exactly you help developer to deploy on a different technologies on AWS. let's say serverless, some lambda functions, okay, then some CI/CD pipelines. So that you will understand in this developer associate certification. And then, okay, the next certification is for the professional. So if you ask me, Amir, tell me what are the top 5 certification which is very difficult to achieve, then I can definitely say solution architect professional and DevOps professional. Now this solution architect professional, it's a next level of solution architect associate where you need to deal with a very complex environment here. That's the reason AWS say that if you want to go with this certification, then you at least have a 2+ years of experience required. And this DevOps, right? Tomojit, as you said that, now this DevOps engineer professional, it's a combination of cloud ops, that is SysOps, and developer associate in the next level. Got it, Tomojit?
Okay, yes. That is clear now. But
So
I
here,
have a question.
yeah, please
Sorry
go
to
ahead.
interrupt.
No, go
So,
ahead, please.
solution architect associate, so do you need any experience on that, or we
No,
can go with that?
no. That's the reason I'll say that if the AWS is alien for you and you want to start your career in AWS, there is no requirement anything. We will, start everything from the scratch.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Tomojit. Now here you can see this, the third one, which is generative AI developer professional, which is launched in last month. And currently it is in beta exam, right? It's not available in real time, but you can give this. So now this generative AI developer professional, it means again, it's a next level of the agentic AI, generative AI, foundation model, bedrocks and everything. So currently it is in beta terms, and this is what I'm talking about in the last. Yesterday I cleared this beta exam. That's the reason this one, which is also one of the difficult examination for me as well. And then once you go, if you want to make some, let's say, specialty, then machine learning is also available. But this machine learning, AWS decided that it is going to be retired on 31st March 2026, right? And the next chapter of security is also launched in a 31st March 2026. So might be they are also launching a new one. The news is not released, but the certification is going to expired or retired in 31st March. And if you want, you can also go with the advanced networking. Let's say if you are from the networking background, Cisco background, firewalls management, you can also go with the AWS networking part. Now you might have a query that this is in cloud, then why we require networking? So yes, to communicate with your internal network, or even though from your on-premises network to your AWS, then you require a very strong information about this networking specialty. And this AWS security. So AWS security, it means how exactly you can manage your virtual machine for your vulnerability manager, how exactly you can create a different policies, how exactly you can prevent DOS or DDoS attacks, how exactly you can use this IDS and IPS protection. So that is about the security. So all this, certification, all the certification, I can say the validity is for the 3 years. So all certification is for the 3 years. And now it's not like that you need to start your journey with the cloud practitioner foundation. No, you can jump to any certification anytime. For example, me, when I start, 7-8 years back, I completed first one, that is solution architect. And now the next one, I directly jump to the security specialty because my goal was for the providing security. So I directly jumped to the security specialty. Then I completed the solution architect professional. Then I completed my DevOps professional. Then again, new certification come to the picture, that is data engineer associate. I also completed these two as well, that is cloud ops and developer. And then I also completed this AI practitioner. And then I recently, yesterday, I completed this generative AI developer professional. Okay. So for me, this certification is very difficult right? Because you require a lot of experience to achieve these three certification. And the cost, the standard cost, global cost, I'm talking about certification. This is $100 plus tax. This is a $150 plus tax. These are the $300 plus tax. Now Beta has a 50% discount. And this is the specialty certification again, which is a $300 plus tax. But now AWS again give you more option. That for an example, let's say you go with the Cloud Practitioner Foundation. You clear the exam, okay? You pass the exam. Now you will get a 3-year certification, right? And you will also get 50% coupon code. And that coupon code you can apply to any exam. So for example, you paid the $100, right? So you got a this coupon code. Again, the validity of the coupon code is for the 3-year. And within a 3-year, if you go with any exam, the cost is $150. But if you have a coupon code, so the cost is $75. Again, let's say you clear the exam and you want to go with the, let's say, networking. Now the networking cost is $300, but you already clear the solution architect associate. You already have another coupon code, and again you can apply it. So the $300 cost become $150. Make sense about the certification, folks?
Yes, sir.
And now let me give you the certification path. Let me share you the link. So I just share one link on the chat. Please open it. So that is a very good book which is created by AWS. So if you have a doubt that, okay, I want to become some application architect or let's say solution architect, what exactly the path for me? So you can see they have mentioned everything. What is my career path? So you can go with this certification. Just save this link, folks. This is very useful link. Clear, folks? We'll still have a 5 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we might have another demo coming soon. Don't know what exactly, but this is just and here we start with the solution architect.
Ameya,
Yes.
Raghavendra here. So
Hi,
you
Ravindra.
can go through the path. What's the syllabus for this solution architect?
Oh, you want to know the syllabus?
Yes. Like,
Okay, sure.
can you give me this overview of that?
No, I'll give you detailed information. No problem. Just give me 1 second only. Okay, so everyone, Raghavendra, you can see here what exactly the syllabus. You can just ignore this. So these are the syllabus. So obviously first, before I start this module 1, I'm going to explain some other things. Like for an example, what is an application as a service, platform as a service, software as a service, what is a cloud, hybrid cloud. Then I'm also going to cover about the cost, right? TCO called, we call it, that is total cost optimization. On-premises versus cloud, how exactly you can calculate. So basically, I cover a lot of things from the practitioner first, so that you can familiar with this cloud. And once I complete that, I'll start with this architecture fundamentals, from where you understand how exactly AWS manage their servers, on-premises servers. Okay, so someone also asks, okay, about the compliance part, how we can trust. So that compliance that I'm going to explain. what exactly the regions, availability zones, how exactly AWS manage edge location, local zone. These are the different terminology related to their the infrastructure and how we can use it, that I'm going to explain in this module 1. And then I'm also going to explain about the first important, that is IAM. That's nothing but a identity access management, where you'll understand about the where you understand about the how we can create user groups, policy, roles, right? Because the IAM is the one from where you can manage your centralized or you can say manage your centralized from centralized services called IAM. So it's also a big topic. So once I complete that, I'm also going to start the next module, that is a storage. Because obviously we need to store our files. What are the compliance? How exactly we can create a block storage? How exactly we can create the object storage and the file storage? These are the 3 different parts which I'm going to explain in this storage. And then once I completed, then I'm going to complete these compute. Compute, it means your virtualization, which is one of the centralized part of the cloud, that is the virtualization. So I'm going to explain here what exactly the compute, how exactly we can launch Linux, Windows, how exactly we can manage their block storage, then how exactly we can create our own customized server, then how exactly we can create the load balancing, how exactly we can create auto scaling, right? So these are the part which I'm going to cover in a compute, and then I'm going to start with this networking, which is the most important topic in the architecture. So in this computing called VPC, I'm going to explain about how exactly we can create public network, how we can create private network, what are those components, compliances. Then I'm also going to explain about the hybrid networking. So how exactly we can connect from on-premises to AWS or AWS to AWS. So that I'm going to explain. And then I'm going to explain about relational database services, non-relation database services. Then I'm also going to explain about database migration service as well, right? How exactly you can convert your schema, SCT, that I'm also going to talk on this database. And then this part already I'm covering in the EC2, right? And then I'm also going to explain about automation, because we create everything through our own UI, right? We manually create the configuration and then we create it. But let's say for repeatability, I want to create a exact environment same again and again. Then how exactly we can manage? So for that, we have automation tools where we understand about the cloud formation, elastic beanstalk, and there are many services that we are going to learn in the automation. And now you heard about the Kubernetes container. So in container part, I'm going to explain about the container service, Kubernetes services. Obviously, it is in touch base. It is not a big syllabus in this container, because this is an architecture. You need to understand how container work. What exactly the Kubernetes service which AWS use. What is the serverless service which AWS use to host the container. And then, okay, I'm going to explain about the serverless.